Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Good evening. Nothing but a bunch of complaints tonight. Let's see. Ty Savary about 2 weeks ago, I think. I think I've had a little bit of a vertigo ever since. I don't even feel like making this video. I think I may also have an ear thing going on. Not concentrating too good. And I'm not making the video, so there. Good evening. Second attempt at a video here. Something's throwing me off. I had Ty Savary almost 2 weeks ago. Felt real good. The weather got colder, and the next thing I know, I seem to have a pretty good neck tremor in the right rear that's kind of like throwing the head off a little bit. It's driving me nuts. As the doctor once said, if your head is going, everything's going. That means the eyes, the ears, and the balance center in the back of the neck. I do know I have cervical stenosis and stuff like that, but as I'm talking to you, I can feel the urge in my head wants to go like this. I'm sure there's a med for it, and I hope it isn't a relapse. I know it could even be a side effect of Ty Savary. It could also be a side effect of some kind of head cold, which feels like I've got. But I know it's a minor complaint to some people, but it's not so minor when you're trying to hold your head still and talk. It used to go like this, which I've demonstrated before. But this is really obnoxious. It's like, and I want to shake it off. It's right in the back of the neck, to the right of the cervical vertebrae. Maybe I should take a break from karate, because I don't know how good this is. Whip, 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 whip. For a neck that's somewhat spastic. But anyway, or cut the caffeine. Or cut the, well, never mind. Oh boy. But it does definitely seem to be some kind of tremulous kind of thing going on, and balance in the shower is not as good, and it's aggravating. All I know is the one thing that has increased since the last infusion of Ty Savary is stress, holidays, finances, a little bit of change in living circumstances, and stress always seems to go straight into my body. But my God, pardon, not to use it in vain, but I'm saying, my goodness, is this really aggravating? I think maybe I'll have a doctor take a look at it, because the other day my neck was going crunch, 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 and I turned my head and stuff like that. So I don't know what to say. The lips are a little bit incoordinated, and a little bit of a facial droop. It's more in the morning than it is at night, but so I guess what I'm doing tonight is whining, as I do. At least maybe it'll spare my wife from listening to me for a couple seconds. But I always notice this type of tremor. A good indicator is if it's in the lips or in the eyebrows. If it's there, it's elsewhere. And I don't know, it's kind of like I want to lie down just to take the pressure off, or I want to walk and keep moving. It's kind of a catch-22. I'm not too happy right now with sitting or standing, but at least in standing you can get the you can absorb some of the nonsense in your legs. But it's I don't know, looking for any other advice out there. Dramamine seems to help, or Bonine. Irish Bear said he took, I think it's the equivalent of Antivert for vestibular issues, but I'm pretty sure I have them. And I even think I caught myself running a low-grade fever. But I can feel it up in my nose too as I talk. Not to be pointing at my nose, but stress. I don't know, maybe I should go below bubbles. But it gets it out there, and I guess I'd call it like a real deep tremor. Potential side effect is Tysabri, potential side effect of coffee, potential side effect of smoking. Yeah, I need to quit. I don't know, a lot more stress, it's colder, and my neck feels weaker, and this time my neurologist said, my neck is going crunch, 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 crack. He just referred me out to physical therapy. He didn't even want an x-ray. I don't know if that's the best idea with potential trouble up there, like a pinched nerve and what have you, but any support I could get. I know other people have worse problems, but with MS, and I'm a person with MS who's also a hypochondriac, that is not a good combination. So I hope I'm back to my normal self pretty soon. I can still do this, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions out there for people. Yeah, in the morning. It seems to be a lousy time. But I probably shouldn't hit the coffee immediately. That's ridiculous. Who with tremors wakes up and pounds an instant coffee? I don't know, I think someone with an addictive history. But anyway, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Tongue feels a little bit lazy. The way I form my words now is a little bit different than it was 10 months ago. And so thanks for listening. Anyone with common experiences or advice, much appreciated. This is a whiny video from Connecticut, and I'm not offering, and oh yeah, I still have the Ampyra, which my primary neurologist said, yeah, he said, how far can you walk? I said, a couple miles, but please don't ask me to stand and carry on a conversation. I said, without swaying. Anyway, I don't know, the advice I got from Irish Bear was Antivert. Maybe it requires a trip to the walk-in clinic to have someone take a good look at the ears. I don't know. Anyway, from Connecticut, my best to everyone in all the little and not so little things that we deal with. Such as, but am I feeling lucky? Not this evening.